So this is the practice from day 2, so term 1, week 6, day 2. We're first going to go over question number 3. This is one that threw a lot of people off because the correct answer choice, I think, was A equals, or no, x equals 0. Let's look at this. You can combine like terms on this side, but before you start combining like terms, you need to use your distributive property. So we're going to take -4 times x and -4 times -5. So this is going to be -4x plus 20, because a negative times a negative is a positive. Bring everything else down. Now we need to start to combine like terms. 5x and 2x is 7x. And 24 and 20 is 44. Bring down your minus 4x. So these were like terms. You're going to add 4 to both sides to get the variable on one side. Bring down your 44, and we have 11x. To isolate the x, you divide by 11, and x equals 4. Okay, let's turn the page. Take a look at problem number 4. We have distributive property twice here. Be careful whenever you multiply. The biggest mistake I've been catching is that this -4 times -8 is supposed to be positive 32. So go back and look at your work for that. Distribute that -4 times p and -4 times -8. And distribute 5 times p and 5 times 2. So now we have 36 equals -4p plus 32 plus 5p plus 10. You have like terms here. You have 2 sets of like terms. You have -4 plus 5, which is 1p. And then you have 32 plus 10, which is 42. Bring down your 36. Now you can start to solve. You need to isolate the variable by moving 42, so you're going to subtract it. 1p. 36 minus 42 is -6. Divide by 1 on both sides, and -6 equals p.
Is that a -42?
This is. Okay. For number 6 on the same paper, distribute your 6 times p and 6 times -6. Be careful with your signs. You're going to have positive 6p, -36, plus 2 equals 4p minus 34. This is number 6. You have like terms here. You need to go ahead and combine them. It's not 38. -36 plus 2 is -34. So 6p minus 34 equals 4p minus 34. Now, whenever you start to solve this one, you're going to move your variable to one side. I'm going to move the 4, so it's going to be opposite and be a negative. They cancel. 6 minus 4 is 2p. And bring down your 34s. You're going to add 34 to both sides. They're both the same. So what's going to happen is that you are going to end up with a 0 on this side. So 2 times a number equals 0. Divide by 2, and p equals, what's 0 divided by any number? 0. Okay? The next problem that's been pretty difficult is number 7. Number 7, there is no distributive property, but you do have combining like terms. The most common mistake for combining like terms on this one is that I have a lot of people that are trying to make it 10n. 4 minus 6 is actually -2. So bring everything else down. And it's -2n. Now we're going to move our variable to one side. I'm going to move the 3 to avoid a negative, but if you move the 2, it's you're still going to end up with the correct answer if you still follow all of your steps. So I'm going to add 3n. 1 equals 1n minus 7. I'm going to move the 7 to the other side to isolate n. 8 equals 1n. If you divide by 1 on both sides, 8 equals n. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Why I can't wait to see this video?
I will in a second.
Is that a 1?
This.
Oh, that's an 8? Why that last song? I can still do that. I think it's just the way you wrote it.
Okay. I'm moving on to number 9. Number 9, we have common terms, or sorry, like terms here. 4 and negative 5 is negative 1. So 4 equals negative 1 minus 5x. I'm going to add 1 to both sides to get x alone. 4 and 1 is 5. Bring down your negative 5x. Our last step is to isolate the variable by dividing by negative 5. And negative 1 equals x.
That's a negative 5 on the 5 right here.
You said negative 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got everything.